mix up, and I apologize. We are thrilled you have chosen SDI to further your education, and we look forward to working with all of you throughout your time here. Keep in mind that we will be presenting a lot of information during the orientation tonight, so please pay very close attention for the duration of the webinar. You can ask questions throughout the presentation. Use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. Lindsay Peterson, one of our student services advisors, she'll be on the questions the entire time, so she can answer as we go along. If you want, you can wait till the end of the presentation. We'll leave about 20-30 minutes at the end for any questions that we didn't answer. We're going to cover every department, so we'll probably answer your question in the meantime. So if you'd like to wait till the end, that's completely up to you, or you can ask your question throughout the presentation. But we will not let you leave without having your question answered or without giving you the right contact person for you to ask that question to directly. Before we get started, I would like to introduce our president, Tracy Lee, and she would like to say a few words to everyone. Tracy, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. I really just want to welcome all of you, and I'll keep it short and sweet. I've been in the education sector for about 30 years and been with SDI for the last 5, and I have never seen such passionate students, faculty, staff that make SDI a really special school. To combine that passion of firearms with an accredited institution, I think is what makes us unique. So I welcome all of you. And with that, I'll turn it back to Rob so you guys can get to the good information.
Thank you very much, Tracy. Up next, we're going to go to our master gunsmith, Kip Carpenter. Kip has over 40 years of experience in the firearms industry, and he will be an invaluable resource for all of you during your time at SDI. Kip, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. And I too want to say welcome to SDI and to the SDI family. That's how we look at everybody here, including our students. One thing I want to say to you right off the bat is here at SDI, the students are #1. So if you have any kind of issues while you're in the class, please reach out to the instructors. We want to help you every way we can. We work very closely with your student service advisors and, of course, with everybody else here at SDI. And we can help find you the answers that you need, or maybe if you have a certain, there's something that comes up as life does, we can help you out with that as well. A little bit about me. I've been gunsmithing now for over 40 years, and I have seen this industry come up and down, and I have never seen it boom like it has in the last 10 years. So I think you've made a great choice by coming to SDI and getting your career started, or if you just want to work in the manufacturing field, that will help you with that as well. And I just want to touch on a few things, but the first thing I would suggest is if you have a pencil and paper, you might want to get that handy because there's going to be a lot of stuff covered tonight. And I'm going to just tell you a little bit about the classroom and how it works. Sarah's going to go in more detail about the Moodle and the classroom, so I'm not going to take too much time. But the couple things I want to touch on is your assignments. You typically will have 1 to 2 assignments a week. And there you will have either a reflection or a summary, or you may just have 1 assignment. And everything is due by Sunday, Arizona time at midnight. So you might want to write that down. That's kind of important to know because nobody wants to be late. And we want to be able to get you graded as quickly as you can so you know what you've done or what you've missed. And also I want to talk about your discussion boards. To me, the discussion boards is one of the greatest things there. It allows you to interact with your fellow students and your instructor as well. So please reach out to that and make sure that you pay close attention to that and participate in that. It's a great source, like I said, for everybody to exchange ideas and experiences. And also, I'd like to also point out that in our Moodle system, we ask you to email us instructors directly. You'll have all of our emails and contact information. Please do that. For whatever reason, Moodle does not deliver that to us. So we want you to submit through that way. And that includes questions or concerns or anything, as I stated earlier, that we can help you with. We're here to help you all the way through this. I'm really excited that you're here. I hope you will be too. I think you're going to find that the curriculum is just really great stuff. The projects you picked, you're going to have a lot of fun doing that. You're going to get some hands-on, and we're here to help you every step of the way. and we work with each instructor. We all work together. So if somebody doesn't have the answer, we will get you that answer. So I just want to say welcome to SDI, and I just commend you on coming to SDI and taking that first step. I know sometimes it can be a challenge to make that decision, but I can guarantee you in my 40 years experience, you're making the right decision. And just want to say welcome to SDI and really get in there and take it hard. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Kip. Up next, we're going to go to our Director of Admissions, Denise Turner. I'm sure most of you have dealt with the admissions team, and they are a great resource for all of you to use. So Denise, go ahead and take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rob. On behalf of the entire admissions team, we definitely want to welcome you all to Sonoran Desert Institute. We're really excited to have you join our student body. One of the many goals that we do have here at SDI is really to ensure that each and every one of you have a great student experience from the time you start with us to the time you graduate. And that encompasses everything in between. So please help us in fulfilling that commitment by letting us know how things are going. The admissions team loves to hear from students, whether it's during your career at SDI or certainly after. Let us know where you have landed and how things are going for you. One little quick housekeeping item. This presentation is being recorded, and it will be sent out to each and every one of you later this week for you to use as a reference tool. If you need some quick resource information, it'll all be encompassed in there. Enjoy your first semester, take advantage of all the resources, and have some big fun. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Denise. Up next, we're going to go to our Financial Services Department and one of our Financial Services Advisors, Heather Lauricella. She will cover that department. Heather, go ahead and take it away.
Sure. Welcome, everybody. We here in the Financial Services Department want you to know that each and every student has access to someone. We do span all of the time zones, and we all touch a little bit on each funding source. So if you have any questions at all, please be certain that you do not hesitate to reach out to us, and that's during your entire enrollment here at SDI and after. By now, you all should have received a Financial Services welcome email with the subject Funding Your Education, and you should have had some contact with someone from our team. In order for you to start class, we do want all funding to be in a completed or approved status. So if you're on this call, then you should be in that status. There might be a few lingering documents here or there, but a plan does need to be in place. For those of you using your TA benefits, tuition assistance, your TA point of contact will be Jason Reynolds. And just a tidbit is, in order for your TA to pay for your classes, it does need to be approved before starting that particular class. It cannot be approved after you've begun your coursework. So your TA is going to be revisited each semester to be certain that it is approved, and there will be continuous communications with the Financial Services Department regarding that. Those of you using your VA benefits or GI Bill, your points of contact will be Michael Vigilanti, Chris Welsh, and me, Heather Lauricella. During your enrollment, we do aim to certify your classes to the VA about a month prior to your start date each semester. We may not reach out to you directly unless it's needed, so please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions at all during your enrollment. We do first certify your credit hours to not delay any BAH payments or book stipends to you, all the students. And then about 2 weeks after the class starts and attendance is posted, we will go back in and certify your tuition and fees. So then the VA will release funds to us. As we do make these adjustments and amendments to your certifications, you may get automatically generated emails telling you that we've done this. Please don't be alarmed when you see those. It just means that we are working your files. Your BAH will pay on or around the first of each month, and it will be prorated for the dates enrolled for that prior month. So for your March 1st payment, it will be, so for your April 1st payment, it will be amount that reflects March's enrollment, so just those few days in March. And then it'll be so on throughout. Our goal is for all of our students to be financially aware, so before you send us a copy of your certificate of eligibility, please make sure you're reviewing your eligibility information as well as the amount of training time that you have left. Our programs are different lengths, so please be certain that you have enough training time left to complete your program that you've enrolled in. Some tips for VA funding. It is always better to complete a class than to withdraw from a class. If you complete it, the VA will pay for it. If you withdraw or stop attending a class, the VA will be notified, and this will create a debt to the VA. Any BAH or tuition in payment that was made, the student will receive that debt letter from the VA, and the student will make that refund back. Any of those students using Chapter 30, that's the Montgomery GI Bill, or Chapter 1606, just a reminder that just you all will need to self-certify your enrollment each month on the WAVE website. That when you self-certify, that then will trigger your monthly payment to you from the VA. So please remember that the VA pays the students directly, and then the students must then make the payments to the school for tuition and fees. Again, that's only for our Montgomery GI Bill students and those using Chapter 1606, a reservist. Any of you who have decided to make out-of-pocket payments to the school, your point of contact is going to be Brashawn Bryant. If for any reason, if your VA, financial aid, or TA funding does not cover all of tuition and fees, then it's your responsibility to call in and set up those payments with the school regarding those balances not covered if this has not already been addressed. And this is for everyone. Please note that you could be at risk at not being able to continue on to your next semester if balances are not paid to the school or a payment plan has not been arranged. And also, credentials will be held upon graduation if balances are not paid in full at that time. Any student using federal financial aid. The application for financial aid is the FAFSA. It is a free application for federal student aid that's done online. And we do participate in the federal Pell Grant program and the federal Stafford loans. There is a varying degree of eligibility and required documents for each student, so we should have already been in contact with you regarding this. So if you've completed a FAFSA but have not yet spoken to me, I'm Heather, or Philippe Constantino. He is your other point of contact for financial aid. Please make sure you reach out to us tomorrow so we can discuss what's needed for your file. Most of you who have completed that FAFSA should have already received your federal financial aid letter. Some of you may have a lingering document here and there, and I've spoken to a few of y'all this week, but most everybody should have that financial aid award letter. For financial aid students, just before your third semester, you can expect us to be reaching out to you regarding your financial aid for your second award year, which will be your third and fourth semester. And we will let you know if anything's needed at that time. A lot of you have already completed all that's needed. It's just a matter of us looking at your schedules, seeing what you're eligible to receive, and creating that award letter and sending it along to you. So again, the Financial Services Department wants to welcome you to our family here at SDI, and please do not hesitate to reach out to your financial services team as needed throughout your entire enrollment. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Heather. Up next, we're going to go to our Student Services Department. One of our Student Services Advisors, Shannon Oliver, will walk you through their department. Shannon, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon, and I'm one of 4 Student Services Advisors here at SDI. On behalf of all of us here, we're so excited to welcome you to the ever-growing SDI family. Students have been assigned an advisor based on their last name. Jeff Duchnowski assists students whose last names begin with A through E. I assist students with last names F through K. Morgan Murray is assigned students L through Q, and students with last names R through Z will be working with Lindsay Peterson. Your first set of courses will be uploaded into your online classroom on Monday, March 25th. If at the end of the business day Monday, the courses have not been uploaded or you're experiencing trouble accessing your courses, please reach out to your Student Services Advisor immediately. It is important to begin your courses as soon as possible within the first week, and that you continue to work in all scheduled courses on a weekly basis throughout your enrollment. A student who has not posted attendance after 14 days is subject to the drop policy. Attendance is defined by SDI as submitting written assignments, course-related discussion boards, and/or the submission of an exam. Simply logging into your classroom is not considered posting attendance. Please be advised there is a week break scheduled in between each 16-week semester. If you begin to fall behind or anticipate a delay in attendance, please be sure to communicate with your instructors via email and include your assigned SSA. Communication is key, and if we do not know, we cannot help. All email communication from SDI will go to your SDI student email address. It is your responsibility to check your SDI email account on a consistent basis to ensure you have received and read all SDI notifications. Hard copy books will be provided for lab courses and advanced armors courses only. You can expect them to arrive in a separate shipment from your other required course materials. All reading materials will still be accessible within the online classroom and can be viewed and saved as e-text for your convenience. Shipment orders for students beginning Monday the 25th have been placed. Tracking information is generated from our shipping department. During your program, majority of shipments will require an indirect signature. Be sure to review the tracking information to confirm whether an indirect signature will be required or not. Questions and concerns regarding shipments or materials should be directed to the shipping department. They can be contacted via email at shipping@sdi.edu or by phone at 480-744-0845. If you have enrolled in the Advanced Gunsmithing Certificate or the Associate of Science in Firearm Technology, official transcripts by now should have been received. We require all transcripts from prior institutions to be on file prior to starting your program. Failure to submit all transcripts will disrupt your academic progress until they have been received. Also, keep in mind a transcript is only considered official if it arrives to SDI sealed, unopened, and sent directly to SDI. Copies of transcripts will be rejected. If you have any further questions regarding transcripts, please reach out to our registrar, Caitlin Mullins, at caitlin@sdi.edu or transcripts@sdi.edu. As a reminder, it is extremely important that you post attendance in all your scheduled courses on a weekly basis. 14 days of inactivity will result in a withdraw or a drop. Once again, attendance is only posted by the submission of a written assignment, discussion board post, or the submission of an exam. Keep in mind that we have set up 3 separate accounts for you as a new student. The online classroom, also referred to as Moodle, where you will attend courses, your student portal, which is set up when you apply for admissions here at SDI. This houses ledgers, schedules, school notifications, missing documents, current GPA, and can be used to update your demographic information. Finally, your student email, which is assigned to you prior to the beginning of courses and is facilitated through Gmail. SDI's academic week is defined as Monday through Sunday. Students who fail to meet the attendance requirements within the first 7 days from a scheduled course start date will be removed from the course. Once attendance has been established, students who fail to meet the attendance requirement for 2 consecutive weeks during a course will be withdrawn. Should you have any additional questions prior to your start date or during your program, feel free to reach out to your assigned SSA. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much, Shannon. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I asked all of you to pay close attention. So now I'm going to bring in our VP of Growth and Marketing, Jennifer McInnes, and she's going to get started on some of our trivia questions to hand out some cool SDI swag. Jennifer, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. Hi, guys. Thank you for being here tonight. We are so excited to have you guys both with us tonight in orientation and in general becoming students. So thank you for making that choice and thank you for your attention tonight. I'm going to get us started with a little bit of an easy one, so don't stress too much, but here's how this works. I've got a couple things to give away tonight. I'm going to be giving out a couple swag packs, and in the swag pack, there's going to be an SDI stainless steel tumbler, an SDI keychain, patch, and car, like a cling decal for your car window. So fun stuff coming to you if you win. The way that you enter is once I pose the question, I want you to go over to the chat section of your little dashboard area, not the Q&A section, the chat section. And just as a quick note in that chat section, if it's something that you want everybody to see, which I welcome you to do during these trivia pieces, just make sure that you have selected the all panelists and attendees option next to that little notation that says to. There's a drop down button there that will let you kind of toggle back and forth between asking things just to the panelists, which is the SDI team, and to let, to engage and chat with everybody. So just make sure you're aware of that. I'm going to choose people at random at the end, so do your very, very best with these questions, and I will just randomly select a couple people and announce them at the very end. So without any further ado, here is your first, I think, pretty easy question to get us rolling. When will you be able to access your courses in Moodle, which is our online classroom? When will you be able to access your courses in Moodle? So go ahead and pop over to the chat section, and I will keep an eye on everything. We'll check back in a little bit. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Jennifer. Up next, we're going to go to our Director of Faculty Services, Sarah McGilvray. Sarah, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. My name is Sarah McGilvray, and I'm the Director of Faculty Services. I also manage the online classroom that you'll be working out of. By now, you should have received your login credentials from Student Services, so please log into the online classroom and become familiar with it. Upon login, you will see that you are enrolled in the SCI Student Orientation. Please be sure to go through the course very thoroughly, as there is a lot of important information that you will need to know. Some of these items include training videos, as well as plagiarism and proctoring information. All scheduled courses will appear on your dashboard on your start date. Students in the Advanced Gunsmithing Certificate and Associate's Degree programs will take up to 4 proctored exams throughout their studies. The following courses are proctored: Advanced Ballistics, Shooting Sports Management, Customizing and Woodworking, and Firearms Inspection and Troubleshooting. SCI currently uses ProctorU, a service that allows test takers to complete their exams at scheduled convenience while still ensuring exam integrity for institutions. More information on ProctorU can be located in the top section of your proctored courses. If you don't remember anything else that I just said about ProctorU, please remember this. Schedule and take your exam before your course end date. If you schedule your exam for a date that is after your course end date, you run the risk of failing the course and having to retake it. When your courses are shared on their start date, the following information will be located in the top section of your courses. These items will include the course syllabi, all course textbooks, instructor name and email, and grading rubrics. As previously mentioned, all email communication from SCI will go to your SCI student email. It is your responsibility to check your SCI student email account on a regular basis to ensure you have received and read all SCI notifications. If you need to get a hold of your instructor, you will need to email them from your SCI email account directly to theirs. Again, their contact information is located in the top section of each course. Please note that you cannot message them through your online classroom, also known as Moodle. Any questions that you have in regards to your course, your assignments, or exams, please email your instructor directly. All weekly assignments are due by Sunday night, midnight Arizona time for that week. Failure to submit on time will result in loss of points. Please allow at least 3 business days from the due date for your instructor to grade your assignments. If there is anything that I can do to assist you, please feel free to reach out to me. Welcome to SCI.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Well, we had a ton of responses to the first trivia question, so let's bring Jennifer back in and do another one. Jennifer, it's all yours.
Thanks, Rob. Well done, guys. Good job being part of this trivia thing. And again, just make sure that if you know the answer to these, doesn't matter, you can certainly try all of the different times that we're going to do this. So same thing, put it over in the chat if you know the answer. Okay, so we know that you have to post attendance in the first week of every course that you take, but after that initial week, after how many days of inactivity will you be withdrawn or dropped from a course? Ooh, people knew that one fast. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep an eye out for a random selection, and we'll check back in soon. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you, Jennifer. Up next, we're going to go to our VP of Academic Affairs, Mike Olson, and he will go over some tips for academic success and some of our honor societies. Mike, go ahead and take it away.
Man, those responses are just flying in. Fantastic job, guys. Hey, thanks a lot, Rob, and thank you guys for sticking around and, you know, to hear me out. And I know you guys have just received a ton of information tonight and still got some more coming. I guess what I want to reiterate before I get started, you know, anything that you just don't feel solid on, or you just need more information, please don't hesitate. Reach out to any of your advisors, whether that's student services, financial admissions, your faculty services. Reach out to me. Hey, whoever you reach out to, if we don't have the answer, we'll get you in touch with the person that does. So again, don't feel overwhelmed. It's a lot of info, but we're here to help you unpack it all, as you get acclimated. And then also, I'll sound like a broken record. Hey, I really believe it. Thank you guys so much for choosing to be a part of SDI and choosing us to be a part of your educational and career path. As Rob said, my name is Mike Olson, and I am SDI's VP of Academic Affairs. And tonight I want to talk to you about some ways to really make the most of your experience at SDI. I might echo a couple of things that Kip and Sarah and a few other people have said. It's just because I really want to drive those home. I wear a few different hats here, and one of them is to oversee the team that produces the content and assignments. And that curriculum is developed in accordance with subject matter experts in firearms, obviously. And it's designed to present you with the facts and information that you need to understand not only the how-tos of gunsmithing, but also the what's and whys of firearms in general. So what we want to see from you guys as adult learners, go beyond just the regurgitation of memorized information. In other words, reflect on the content, ask questions. School's not just about answering questions, it's about asking them. And really look for ways to connect what you guys have experienced and what you found in your research and from conversations with other professionals. Really look to connect those perspectives with the perspectives that are reflected in the curriculum. The students that apply critical thinking and take a deep dive into that are the ones that are going to stand out to their instructors. And personally, that's how I'd love to see you all apply yourselves. So here are some strategies that I've come up with to kind of help you apply those ideas. So first, when you get into your classes, review that assigned content early in the week and read through all of your assignment prompts. You want to give yourself plenty of time to reread the chapter, reread any articles or links, watch any videos and watch them again and again if you need to, and to have questions. And then on that note, and I know Kip mentioned this, really get into those discussion boards. Don't treat them as, oh, this is just another written assignment disguised as something else. No, it's an opportunity for you guys to construct that shared experience of learning. So share your insights with each other, ask each other's questions. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You know the old cliche, if you don't understand something, it's likely that one of your classmates is struggling with it as well. So that's a great place for your instructors to get involved. If you guys have experiences that relate to the topic, share that and your anecdotes, and again, leverage that opportunity to create a community of learning. Because remember this, anybody can memorize a fact. Look it up online or in your textbook or whatever. Anybody can memorize a fact. Education is about taking that information, taking those facts, and integrating it with your existing knowledge and coming away with a more meaningful understanding. Document your steps in the hands-on projects. Everybody's always really excited about those hands-on projects. Well, don't get so excited that you forget to take pictures or forget to shoot video. Document your steps. The more your faculty member can see, the more he or she can provide you feedback. And when you go to turn in that multimedia, whether that's pictures or videos, really read the instructions carefully, and you'll find tutorials and helpful hints in your assignment prompts. Really read that carefully just to make sure that gets submitted correctly in the learning management system. Same topic, those hands-on projects. When you do those, you're going to be asked to submit a reflection. When you do your reflection, please make it more than just a summary. Really try to connect the skills that you practice in that project with the information you've been studying in the classroom, and also with where you see your future in, whether that's in the industry or the hobby. Again, the students that show the ability to reflect creatively and critically really have an opportunity to stand out in their classrooms. I'm going to shift gears a little bit, and on the topic of standing out, I want to tell you guys about something that our accrediting agency, the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, does annually. It's called their Outstanding Graduate Award, and it's designed to recognize exceptional academic achievement and contribution. And I see Lindsay popped a link in there. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Please, folks, check that out. Every year we nominate one graduate for this award, and we base that nomination not only on your scholastic performance, but your contribution to education, to the industry, to your community, to your fellow students. And again, I can't drive that home enough. This is by nomination. So get out there and go above and beyond, and if you're doing something either in the industry or in your community or something, loop in your faculty member, your advisors, let us know, so that when we go to nominate for that outstanding grad, we can take that into consideration. Now, another way that DEAC and SDI recognize exceptional students is through sponsorship of the Delta Epsilon Tau Honor Society. In general, honor societies are a way that college students and college grads can show affiliation and show participation in something that's maybe bigger than themselves. And in keeping with that, Delta Epsilon recognizes, I think as they put it, superior leadership and outstanding scholastic performance. And again, it's a cool way to gain networking opportunities and to show affiliation. I want to give you guys a heads up about that one. It is only open to graduates of the degree program, so let's mark that one down as a long-term goal. And that's all I'll say about the honor societies, because I know we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we shift to another topic. Okay, I think that's probably enough of me for the evening. But hey, let me say one more time, thank you guys so much. It means the world that you've chosen SDI to be a part of your professional and educational goals. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Mike. Up next, we're going to go to our Director of Military and Veteran Services, Walter Howard. Walter, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, thanks a lot, Rob. Hey, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Military and Veteran Services Department, I would like to welcome you to SDI. For those of you that are current or former service members, I would like to personally thank you for your service to our country. As a retired soldier, I take great pride in assisting our military-connected students and connecting you to the programs and resources that can help you achieve your educational goals. The Military and Veteran Services Department does not replace any of the other services offered by other departments. We do, however, provide an internal and mobile asset to interact with you guys, as well as aid you in navigating the many services and resources that are available to you when you're faced with difficult circumstances, either personal or academic. Presently, we offer the following services that include assisting with identifying services and resources to address personal needs, provide you information on service aid societies, information on VA services and resources, information on resiliency, mental health, and suicide prevention, the Salute program, military outreach, and we can also help and direct you to the appropriate SDI department. You can access these resources through the Sergeant Michael J. Beckerman Military and Veteran Services Office, which is located at the SDI campus, or through the Student Veteran Virtual Community Center, which is accessible via your Moodle student dashboard. The Student Veteran Virtual Community Center is open to all students, regardless of military affiliation. There are no requirements to access it or complete assignments, and it will not have any type of effect on your academic standing. Students will, however, have to acknowledge a term of service to access certain content. It is our goal to improve the current services we offer while ensuring you have an outstanding academic experience. If there are any resources that we do not offer that you feel would benefit fellow students, please reach out to us at mvs@sdi.edu. In addition to military and veteran services, we also conduct the military outreach for SDI. Our military outreach consists of supporting veteran organizations, education fairs at various military installations, and supporting yellow ribbon events for our Guard and Reserve service members. You can see which events we are supporting by viewing our calendar, which is located in the Student Veteran Virtual Community Center, or be on the lookout for a Where in the World is SDI post on the SDI Facebook account. If you don't notice that we're in your area, please stop by and let us know how we are doing, or let us know if there is anything that we can assist you with. At the absolute worst, you might be able to pick up some cool SDI swag that most of your field reps only carry around. The last topic that I wanted to cover with you pertains to the SDI chapter of the Salute Veterans National Honor Society. Membership into this honor society is only open to student veterans that are enrolled in the Associate of Science and Firearms Technology degree program. Salute is a platform we use to recognize the honorable service and scholastic achievements of our student veterans. Membership into this honor society does require a one-time lifetime membership fee, which is paid at the time of acceptance. This membership fee goes towards scholarships that assist veterans and/or service members who are pursuing undergraduate, graduate, or certifications at accredited institutions. If you want to find out more about that or anything else that we can do for you within the Military Veteran Services Department, by all means, please email mvs@sdi.edu, or you can reach out to me directly at walter.howard@sdi.edu. Back to you, Rob.
Thank you very much, Walter. And finally, last but not least, we're going to bring Jennifer back in to do another trivia question and to talk about some of the things in her department. Jennifer, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Rob. Okay, so before we get into my little spiel, I have one final trivia question for you. You guys know how this goes by this point. Exactly when are assignments due each week? So I want to know with as much detail as you can. Exactly when are assignments due each week? All right. Okay. So as you know, my name is Jennifer McInnes. I'm the Vice President of Growth and Marketing here at Sonoran Desert Institute. And I just wanted to go over a couple fun ways that you can kind of go above and beyond as a student here. So one of the first things on there that you'll see is something listed called a field study. And what a field study is a really unique externship style opportunity that you can take part in once you graduate. There are a couple different, we have right around 18 different partners nationwide that you can choose from for a field study. And basically how that works is you'll submit an application and say, I want to do X field study. And we will go ahead and review that application. We'll make sure that you're a good fit for that and vice versa. And then we hook you up with SDI partners that will allow you to come on site and work with them for about 2 to 4 weeks. You know, you'll get your hands dirty for sure. You'll learn the ins and outs of their business. So it's really, really a valuable thing to take part in. If you want a list of what field studies are currently available, they're super easy to get to. You'll go just to sdi.edu, our normal homepage. And up in the right-hand corner, you'll see a green button that says Current Students. Go ahead and click the Current Students button, and on that page, you'll see an area for field study information. So click there. It'll take you to all of the listings of what partners are available, a brief overview of what to expect from the field study. A lot of people choose these geographically because, of course, for 2 to 4 weeks, you'll have to figure out how to get yourself there and back. They are at no additional tuition cost. However, all students are responsible for any, lodging and travel expenses. So keep that in mind. Definitely something that you can be planning for your entire way through. One little caveat there, or I guess a pro tip, is that we really, really only want to send the best of the best, the cream of the crop to our partners. So just make sure you're being a good student. Work hard. Be pleasant to deal with. Get the most out of your SDI education so that we can feel confident sending you there for some hands-on experience after you graduate. Second thing listed there is called a student resource guide. We have a document that we circulate on a monthly to quarterly basis with updates to our resource guide. And basically what that is your perks for being an SDI student from a retail perspective. So we have dozens and dozens of partners that you'll find in our resource guide that'll provide student discounts for anybody that's an active student, or in some cases also a graduate of SDI. We keep how you get those discounts kind of secret. It's not something that we'll put on the public facing website. So keep an eye out for those resource guides. If you have any questions about that, certainly reach out to your student services advisor. The last thing on there, although I will talk a little bit about social media in general, is the SDI student Facebook group. Now we have an SDI Facebook page, and we have there's a student group that is separate from SDI officially. So let's talk just briefly about SDI social media in general. We're pretty active. If you guys haven't seen us before, if you're not a social media person, we post often on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Those are kind of our big ones. You'll also find webinars and all sorts of fun stuff on our YouTube channel. So we try to be as active in that environment as possible, and we encourage you to do the same. We love to see your work. We love to hear what you're working on and how things are going and all of that good stuff. So anytime that you can post anything and tag SDI or Feel free to even email us at marketing@sdi.edu with some videos, pictures, anything fun that you want to share. We love to kind of throw some love back out at you and tag you in posts and all that good stuff. So be active in social media. That also is a really good way to engage with other students. And that SDI student Facebook group is even a level above that when it comes to engagement and interaction with your fellow students and grads. That one's a private Facebook group. It's not run by SDI. It's run by actual students and graduates or former students. And they'll make sure that you're a student before you get in. So expect, if you do look them up, expect to answer questions. I think typically they'll ask what your student ID number is when you're starting, that type of thing. Once you're in there, it's a really great place to kind of say, hey, what did you guys do for this project? Or, man, I'm running into this weirdness. Did anybody else experience this? Or what would you guys suggest for this or that? And it's pretty active in there as well. So you'll have a really good chance of kind of hanging out with people, you know, in that virtual environment. We encourage you to do so. It's been a great success, I think, and a really interesting thing for us to keep an eye out for. Now, they've been gracious enough to let a couple SDI team members be admins in that page, or that group, but we really try to stay hands off. It's really just for in case somebody needs something that maybe only we can answer, we'll chime in on that. Other than that, we don't have really anything to do with the administration of that group. So that one, if anybody's interested, it's facebook.com/groups/SDI student group. And then, of course, my little shameless plug, our Facebook account is facebook.com/SDI schools. So we hope that you check those out. Check us out on Instagram as well, SDI_school on Instagram. And we would love for you to keep us posted on everything and post all sorts of fun stuff so that we can do the same. So, Rob, do you want me to kick it back to you for questions? And at the very end, we'll announce winners then?
Sure.
Awesome. I think I'm done. And guys, if you need anything from anybody in the marketing department here at SDI, please feel free to email marketing@sdi.edu, and we wish you all the best of luck during your time as a student here. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you very much, Jennifer, and thank you everyone for all of the information. Before we get to the questions, I want to reiterate a few very important topics that we've kind of already discussed throughout the webinar, so please pay very close attention. The first one I want to talk about is SAP, or Satisfactory Academic Progress. We look at SAP every semester. SAP is calculated for PACE and for GPA. So every student must complete at least 67% of their courses and must maintain a 2.0 GPA. If you have 2 semesters in a row of not meeting these SAP requirements, you could lose eligibility to your funding. That's Title IV funding, that's VA funding, that's TA funding, any funding in general. So please make sure you are successfully completing your courses. And keep in mind that withdrawals count against SAP as well. So a drop or a fail can negatively affect your SAP, and it could affect your funding. So please complete your courses, please complete them successfully, and you will do very well. Shipping. Your lab and armor books and all materials for any courses are usually shipped out about 2 weeks prior to your course. You should have received your tracking information already for your 325 courses if you're in FTT 100, for example. There's a tools list on our website, so please make sure you know which courses come with materials and which do not. Once you get your package, please make sure you open your package and verify that the contents in there are what you're supposed to get for that course. Please don't wait until the end of the course, week 7 or week 8, when the lab is due, to finally open your package and then discover that something's missing, because at that point, we won't have any time to get you the materials that you actually need. So the second you get a package, please open it. Please make sure everything's in there that you need. And if you need anything after that, email shipping@sdi.edu and they will take care of you. Attendance. There were a couple time frames mentioned during attendance, so I want to make sure that nobody is confused. You are required to post attendance each week in your courses, so please make sure that you are posting each week. That's submitting an assignment, taking a quiz or test, or doing an academically related discussion board post. In the first 7 days of any course, so all of you that are starting 325, you must post attendance that first week, okay, no later than Sunday. If you do not post attendance in that first week, you will be removed from that course, okay? Now, once you post attendance, then the 14 days comes into effect. So please keep in mind the difference between the two. The 7 days is at the start of every course. You must post attendance in the first week. And then once you post attendance, then the 14 days comes into effect. And if you have 14 days of non-attendance, you will be dropped from that course. So please keep in mind those differences. Please get in all your official transcripts if you have not done so already. If we do not have all of your transcripts by the time you start, we will not let you start. So please get those in as soon as possible. As Jennifer mentioned, we are very active on social media, and to get the most out of your education, I think it'll be a lot of fun for all of you to participate as well, post pictures, get involved with other students. So please make sure you're active, have a good time, and enjoy your time here. We also send out surveys. Please make sure that you're completing your surveys. Be constructive. Give some good feedback. We can't improve anything. We can't change anything. We don't know if there's any issues unless we hear from students. So please make sure you're doing those. And please be very constructive with your feedback. As mentioned in the student services section, your LMS username or your Moodle username is also your student ID. So if an instructor asks you to put your student ID on an assignment, remember that it's your login for Moodle. It's your username as well. Last but not least, we are a distance education school. Okay, everything is online. You are going to be required to do your work, to submit your assignments. You're going to need to know your schedule, when things are due. We are all here to help you. We will answer any questions you have. But at the end of the day, it is your responsibility to be as successful as you can be. Okay, you need to make sure that you have good time management, that you're tracking when things are due, that you're getting things turned in, that you have all of your materials. So please make sure you're doing your best to stay on top of all that stuff. And if you do need anything in the meantime, then please reach out to any of your advisors, to shipping, anywhere you need to, and we'll make sure that we help you out. So before we get to Jennifer announcing the winners, Lindsay, are there any questions that we missed?
There are no lingering questions, but a couple things I do just want to piggyback. Like Shannon said, communication is key. If we don't know, we can't help. Whether you reach out to your assigned SSA, your instructor, your finance representative, if you reach out to someone, we're a team here, we'll all communicate and work to help you achieve with whatever the question, concern, or issue is. So don't hesitate to reach out. I don't have any questions. I'll continue to watch them though, just in case anything does come in.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. All right, Jennifer, let's announce the winners.
Awesome, sounds good. And I have one more little note, just a, hey, heads up, this might be a fun thing if you're interested in it. Next Thursday night, we are hosting a webinar much like this, except we'll see faces next time. We do little informational webinars, absolutely free, of course. Nothing that you would have to do anything. They're not required as part of your, coursework here. They're just kind of fun things to be in on if you are interested. You should have all received an email about it, but just in case, we are doing a why do so many new firearms businesses fail type of webinar. We've got Kip Carpenter, who you heard from earlier this evening, and Mike Petronella, our assistant dean of the School of Firearms Technology. So they're both on there. It should be a really informative hour. If you're interested in that at all, go, and you haven't gotten an email or you would like us to resend that to you, please email marketing@sdi.edu just with a quick note, hey, can I get information on that upcoming webinar? And we'd be happy to forward that on to you. So marketing@sdi.edu, we hope that you can attend. It's the exact same Zoom software as you're using right now, same registration type of scenario. So hope that everybody can make it. Okay, so I know I only asked 3 questions tonight, but I was feeling a little froggy, so I pulled 4 names. And here's how this is going to work. If I call your name, I'd like you to email marketing@sdi.edu with your mailing address and your phone number, so that we can go ahead and get all of that off to the shipping department. And again, you'll get a tumbler, a keychain, a sticker, a patch, all sorts of fun stuff. So here we go. Here are my winners. Number 1. Stanford Fleming is my first winner. Congratulations. Number 2, I hope I can get this last name right. Eric Lees, or Leas, L-E-A-S is the last name spelling. Congratulations, Eric. Number 3 is Dustin Ellis, E-L-L-I-S. Dustin Ellis, congratulations. And number 4 is Michael Corey, C-O-R-E-Y is the last name on that one. So Stanford Fleming, Eric Lees, Dustin Ellis, and Michael Corey. Those are my 4 winners for this evening. Shoot us an email, marketing@sdi.edu, and give us your mailing address and your phone number, and we will get you taken care of. Thanks so much, guys. Rob, we're good.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Lindsay, anything come in the meantime?
Nope, nothing has come in. And on the screen here is your SSA's contact information. So feel free to jot that down. Make us your point of contact if you have any questions, and we can definitely help you out or direct you where you need to go.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. Well, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for attending. I appreciate all of your patience with the time zone issue. I hope you learned a lot from all the departments. If you have any questions, reach out to any of us. We look forward to working with all of you, and I wish you all nothing but the best of success. Thank you very much, and have a good evening. Good night, everyone.